video, and today we're going to be looking to re-sign one of the biggest guys on our team, Marquise Brown, 92 overall. The goal is to re-sign this man for arguably 7 years, 126 mil for 7 years. He's going to re-sign a huge contract. And yeah, people are not going to think he's only 170 pounds, but he makes plays at the weight and at the height that he is. And yeah, so we were looking at players. Probably gonna have to look at, a corner maybe. Tyrell Reed looks pretty good in zone coverage. Humphreys is looking pretty good too. And you got a man out of Duke and Florida State. I'm not really too. Maybe I'd go with him because he's 6'1", but he weighs more. He could be taller. He's just a more physical guy, I think. I don't know. Let's go ahead and get to this game, though. We do have a solid team that can win games. We're 2-1. Let's see if we can get this win. And yeah, let's continue to use our playbook. Oh, a Monday primetime game. We gotta be looking fresh on Monday primetime. Do we want to be throwback or alternate? I'll be alternate. The current alternates. Our core alternates. We are away, so we're gonna have to wear the blue jerseys anyway. Because sometimes actually teams that are away wear home jerseys because that away team. Like, for some reason, the Titans like wearing the white jerseys. I don't know if that's like a team thing that they chose, or it's just how it works. I don't know. But yeah, so like usually like every team, like you see, Colts, everybody has the white away jerseys. Nobody has jerseys that are not away that are white. And some of them like to use them as their home jerseys, which is interesting enough. So yeah, so here we go. We're gonna kick this one off to Reed, who will knee it down and start this drive 0 to 0 down road. Here Aaron Rodgers with, it's not Aaron Jones, I know that for a fact. He's gonna come out passing first play. Gotta go to Antonio Callaway. He's got Antonio Callaway. He's got Odell Beckham Jr., Michael Gallup. They've got some decent receivers that were, second receivers where they come from. And that's Amani, who gets the pick, feet in bounds, and picks up Aaron Rodgers. First drive, they did it last week, and they do it this week. What a play. It's the first time they played as well. Like I said, they're like, they have a lot of second string receivers that they try to put as number one receivers, and it works for them. As that is Julius Baylor to the outside, who makes the grab, first down and for a 20-yard gain. As for as many times as he's gotten the ball, I just realized Artie Poyer does not have a touchdown, like I said. Very interesting. We'll try to get him a touchdown as Daniel Manning will slow down the offense a little bit with a run to Darren Gray for a gain of 4. Well, as we get 79 yards, he has 200 yards and a tutty on this season in 3 games. As he is splitting reps with Sullivan, who is also a really good running back, as Gray will pick up the first down and move those changes. Here we go. Daniel Manning. Gonna hand this one off to Julius Baylor, who has running room. Julius Baylor tries to make a move. Grabs 7 on the play, though. And last week they were ready for that play, and I think they weren't expecting him to go back to it. After how much it didn't work last week, they did. And they had a first down off of it. We're looking, and that is Marquise Brown over the defense's head. Touchdown, Marquise Brown. Hollywood picks up his 4th tutty on the season. 4th touchdown. He is averaging 1 touchdown per game right now, as we are in our 4th game. And he finishes the first drive with a touchdown to continue that streak. As Renee going to turn out with Barry with one hell of a kick. And, you know, money has been an issue in Detroit. The way they've been able to put players, you know, they're really still working on where they're going to put players. Their running backs are going to play receiver and stuff like that. And, you know, it's been an issue. You know, they're going to have to settle with it, though. And their punter has to play kicker as well. And, you know, he's not a terrible kicker. I don't think he's missed a field goal. There's Aaron Rodgers. 1st and 10. Isn't going to throw it. A-Rod's going to... He's going to throw it to Michael Gallup, who throws it off in. With Michael Gallup, though, what I would like to say was the second biggest, tied for second biggest target in Dallas. Odell was a top target in New York. Other than him, I mean, Antonio Callaway was not a top target. A lot of players that got overshadowed getting getting starting spots here in Packers, and the Packers are really just trying to take advantage of what teams couldn't. And that's true talent that they see. As Bell, last time they faced Bell, had over 100 yards, 81 yards last week, and a lot of people are expecting him to be in store for another 100-yard gain. As Bell, it's a play action, but it is sacked by Jamal Adams. Gets him, and those 10 yards they got, they're going back 3rd and 10. So here you go. You need to make a play here. A-Rod looking to throw. He's going to throw a little short. And it's Kendall Fuller who makes the play. Huge play as we got Randy Cousins and Carlos Franks. Randy Cousins wants an early contract extension. He wants to be re-signed this year. See if he gets it. He's been a decent backup. We'll see if... Again, that decent enough backup to get a starting spot. We'll see. It is 7-0, and Detroit will get the ball back off of that punt, and that's Gray who will pick up another 1st down and move the chains. You guys might think that's just 1 1st down. That's not too much. You know, it's not a 1-play touchdown. But you think about that. You need less than 10. So I mean, he does it every play. He's getting a touchdown easily. As here they're gonna give it to Gray again. Gray gonna go nowhere, pick up of a yard. 2nd and 9. Daniel Manning under center. Gonna go with a jet sweep. Julius Baylor to the outside. Tries to make a move again. Cannot. And it'll be a 1st down nonetheless for Julius Baylor. Darren Gray is going to get the football. Darren Gray up the field. Huge run, 9 yards on the play. Bringing it to a 2nd and 1. Daniel Manning under center. Going to give it to Darren Gray, who picks up, who will pick up the 1st down and more. Need this one to Marquise Brown, who makes a juke, and I'll pick up 5 on the play. And yeah, that's a great play. 5 yards is not something you not to be proud of. Wayne Gallman is back from suspension today. Obviously, still not going to get any time because they've got their running back set Sullivan down the sideline. I'll pick up a 13 and a 1st down. You know, Daniel Manning gonna give it to Gray, who will go up the field, and I'll pick up a 5. The 1st quarter ends as it has been all on the ground. As that has been the goal of the day, keep the ball on the ground, and they've done it to perfection. As this one's gonna be in the air to TJ Hawkinson, who tries to get a stiff arm. Oh, pick up 6 and a 1st down. Daniel Manning Hand off to Gary, who tried to go up the field, and he'll pick up a yard. Maybe try to go outside there. Who knows? And this will be 2nd and 9. Daniel Manning takes the snap. Daniel Manning looking midfield. That's Julius Baylor, who's a yard shy of the touchdown. Here you go, same play out of the backfield. Gray's got it. Darren Gray scores on a receiving touchdown and gets it in the end zone as the Detroit Lions take a 14-0 lead. And Green Bay's defense has been lackluster. How much time they were able to take off the clock, running it up the gut, keeping it out of the air. When they did put it in the air, they were flawless. He's flawless in this game. You know, they want these backs to run hard. They're rookie backs, but they want to put the run game a little bit more in their arsenal after Joe Mixon got injured. They started to lose games, and you know they don't want to lose it this year. They want to lose all their games. That's going deep. Justin Coleman gets mossed on by 80. I don't know who the fuck that is. Mohamed Sanu, and he'll make a play. Aaron Rodgers looking, and that's again Justin Coleman should have been there. Michael Gallup picks up the first down and gets it damn near the red zone, at least field goal range. There's Aaron Rodgers. Gonna go play action. A-Rod gonna get it to Odell. Odell Beckham Jr. was in one-on-one coverage with Amani. Gets open, and A-Rod's one incompletion. It wasn't even an incompletion, it was a pick. Everything other than that, he's solid. And here we go. Looking, it's picked by Tavai, who's down the field. Tavai has the speed. He's outbeating, I don't know who this is, and Tavai is gone. Touchdown. 3rd pick on the season. I don't know how many pick sixes he has on his career. Takes a pick six, 87 yards for the touchdown. 21-0 lead for the Detroit Lions. And Detroit better watch out because these Green Bay going into the half, so they don't even get the ball. So they're going to have to come out and get a stop and start this drive. And that'll be Evans, who cannot wrap up. Luckily, he got enough to get somebody else to come out and wrap up. And this will be first down. Aaron Rodgers had a nice drive last time. He didn't finish it, and that's what he's got to do here. So Aaron Rodgers has 2 picks on the day. Gonna go short to one of their returners, Williams, who will pick up a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 9. A-Rod looking to throw. Aaron Rodgers! Incomplete. Keith with a huge hit on Cameron Brate to force it. And now Aaron Rodgers looking to complete a long 3rd down to keep the drive alive. A fake handoff. He's going to go to him in the backfield. It is George Bell. And he's holding his back. He's injured. A gain of a yard. Huge injury for them. They don't want to lose out on this guy. Guy's having one hell of a season this year. Averaging 100 yards in game. It's incredible. As Julius Baylor is going to take this thing out. Huge juke for Julius Baylor. He's got room. 25-yard line he goes. And he'll get a really good return. 26 yards. And he'll get 5 on the return. Than where he would have been. So here we go, Daniel Manning. Looking, quick throw to Julius Baylor. It'll be caught, a gain of 5. Daniel Manning is 7 for 7. How many times have you seen this man, this young man, flawless? Is Daniel Manning gonna give it to Gary? Gary's up the field. Gary has room to run. Down to the 49, 61 yards in the first half. Rushing for this young man, and that's how you know that he's been doing his job if he gets that many yards. There's Daniel Manning under center again, gonna give it back to Gary, who will pick up 2. Look at him one actually. 2nd and 9. Daniel Manning gonna give it to Gary, who goes up the field and will pick up a first down the 36-yard line. This man is running it down their throats. They cannot stop him, and they haven't really put Sullivan in a lot much, probably because they haven't needed to. Darian Gray has been phenomenal today, as he's gonna try to get something there, and he'll pick up 2 yards. 2nd and 8. Snap is made. Looking, gonna throw. Hawkinson makes the grab. Wasn't even for him. Went up for it just in case. And that'll bring it to a 3rd down. A huge 3rd down. And it'll be a 2-minute warning. We'll go by 21-0. Detroit has the lead. Can they continue to keep it as we come back after this? As Daniel Manning comes back, looking, Daniel Manning fights TJ Hawkinson. First down, moves the chains. 9 for 9, 88 yards and 2 touchdowns, tutties for him on the day. He has been phenomenal as well. So they're gonna go with his own play here. Gary gonna get the handoff late. Or Gary Gray, I can go with Gary. Darren Gary. Gray gets the handoff late. I might have to change the name to Gary just because I can't call his actual name. And it'll be 2nd and 2. Fake handoff there. Gonna go to him in the fake handoff. And he'll be wrapped up for a loss of 2. 15 tackle on the season. Not a lot, but nonetheless, here we go. Daniel Manning looking, throwing. It's picked by Zaire Alexander, who's down the field. He is gone. Pick 6 for Zaire Alexander, 93 yards. 2 pick sixes on the day. And TJ Hawkinson, dude, you gotta get him back to the ball on that play. I don't want to win that one on Daniel Manning at all. I think it was just a user error, and as well as a TJ Hawkinson. You gotta make a play on the ball, dude. And you gotta wrap up, make a tackle. You can't just sit there and whine because it was a pick, as that'll put them on the board now, which is not what they wanted. They were gonna shut them out 28-0, 24-0 going to halftime. And now that they've got points on the board, maybe even if it's defense, it puts them with a little bit of confidence, as that Sullivan down the field of the 46, huge juke, gets outside and makes a play. 2 rushes, 34 yards. That rush was for a lot. I don't even know how much it was for. There's a lot of backups in here. Daniel Manning gonna have to work with what he's got. That's McGowan. Makes the grab. Timeout for Detroit. 2nd and 1. And you know, they're all tired off of that run back. That's not what you want from your team. You don't want them to be tired. Looking, finding Artie Poyer. First down. Timeout. Down at the 31. Artie Poyer puts them in what you would think would be field goal range. Obviously, they're going to look for a little bit more. Daniel Manning looking, quick throw. That's TJ Hawkinson down the field. Timeout at the 12. You got 14 seconds down at the 12. You got to call it timeout because you don't have enough time to get down there. And now you can take a shot, but it has to be in the end zone. You can make a play, but it has to be in the end zone. It has to be either he gets it or nobody gets it. Here we go. Looking for the end zone. They've got it. TJ Hawkinson gets a touchdown. First receiving touchdown on the day. 2nd on the season. And they'll kick this one. The kick is up and good. 28-7. Because A-Rod has 10 seconds to go. He'll probably just, either knee it or let his running back run the football and end this game, end this one out. As Evans and I think Randy Cousins in on the play. And it looks like they're going to run it. They're gonna give him a chance to take it for 6. It's a play action, sacked. Kendall Fuller will end the half with a sack, and we go in the half. We get the ball, and we have a chance to go and make it 35-7. And you know, all our games have been close. This is a much needed game. You know, where both sides of the ball are clicking. It's just a good game. It's a good game where you just feel like, you know, it's not on the difficulty that you left it on. And that's how you want some of your games to feel. It just feels too easy. That's what this game is. We've been waiting for an easier game. Waiting for something to go our way. This game has. It's Daniel Manning with the late hand off to Gary. And Gary, Gray. And you see Gray. Even though it's late, he makes it even more late by after he gets it waiting. And I love it. As Julius Baylor gonna go in motion. Julius Baylor needs to get yardage. And he's injured. He lost a yard on the play. Holding his left leg. You see how he juked and he looks like he might have clipped it on the way down, but he tried to juke in and make a play. He's gonna go short to Marquise Brown, who I think is close. And they're gonna say he's shy of a yard. 1 yard shy, a high ankle sprain. He's out for now. And they're gonna come out looking like they're gonna go for it. So here we go, Daniel Manning. And I think that they themselves jumped. And, you know, their goal was to get one of them jump off the sides. They really weren't looking for anything. They were just hoping one of them would jump off sides and they'd make a play on the ball. Unfortunately, that doesn't happen, and Barrett will punt that one away, and it'll start the 20. Aaron Rodgers looks to finally get back in the red zone, and this time cap it off with a touchdown. Aaron Rodgers looking, it's going to be Coffer Gallup, who I think might have one, and yeah, they'll give it to him. First down and 10. That's an easy first down right there. One play first down, and you need a couple of those to get your offense clicking. They're going to go same play. Going to go to the flats. Jamal Adams is there. A gain of 30. A gain of 30 on the play. 2nd and 7. Aaron Rodgers. You see, they don't want to run it at all. They're going to go up 5 wide. They want their quarterback to make plays. Aaron Rodgers. That's the goal of this game. And he's going to go back for it. Continue to pick up the first down impressively. Going to pick up 11. And it'll be 1st and 10. Aaron Rodgers gonna hand it off. It's Jamal Adams. What a hell, Damian Williams. Jamal Adams flattened him. 2nd and 11. What a freaking hit. What a hit is. That's Eddie Jackson, who can't wrap up. Gold will punch him out of bounds. Michael Gold is a man that is the future of this team. You know, he's going to have to get a lot more plays in. He's going to be playing a lot more in the next couple weeks. And that's Antonio Callaway. And this is what a defensive, you know, the one-play touchdowns frustrate you. But when an offense is allowed to, when an offense just is somehow able to march right over you, that's even worse, right? And they're going to hand it off Jamal Adams again. Huge hit. Gain of 1. Williams. It's a pick up a nothing on this game. Number 43 checks into the game. So another running back we've not seen. Probably did not expect to get in the game today. We'll get in the game. That is Odell Beckham Jr. Oh, exalts with Amani freaking cracked him. What a huge catch by Odell Beckham Jr. And they score here. They're back in this game already. I've never thought they were out of it, but I mean, it's just a lot of them momentum is starting to go their way. You don't need that. And there's Tavai. You know, it looks like he's about to get in. Tavai gets a huge hit, keeping Sternberger out of the end zone. And here you go. You gotta be ready. It's probably gonna be a run. You know it's gonna be a run. You gotta stop it. They're gonna give it to Williams, who will not get in. Tavai makes a play. 2nd and goal. So here you go. They're going to go for it again. Williams They're shooting the gap. It's a play action. Throwing incomplete. Jamal Adams forces it loose on, I believe, Cameron Brate down at the 1-1. Here we go. Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers going to the back of the end zone. Out of bounds to Mohamed Sanu. Green Bay's going to challenge him. They're not going to get that one. My opinion, a terrible challenge by Mike McCarthy. They're going to hand it off. And he doesn't have it. They gave it to Cameron Brate on a fake. No, Reed. And who is it that gets the tackle? J.J. Watt keeps him out of the end zone. And now you're down at your own 1, though. And you got to be careful. You got to get out of your own end zone. You make a huge defensive stop. Now you got to get out of your own end zone. And Gray with a huge run is going to piss a lot of people off. Getting out of their own end zone with that one. And they're going to come out throwing it. Poyer trying to make a move. And it'll lose a yard. Not yardage, just a yard. And it'll be 3rd and 5. So now, gotta be careful with your play call. You don't want to throw a pick. You don't want to get sacked. And a very smart move. They're gonna run it. They almost got it. They won't. And they'll punt it away. And I think they have a lot of, their defense is just out there. They're gonna throw in some backups here. Throw out some people that aren't as tired. Get some people get some fresh legs out there. People that are ready to play. Get him out there and ready. As that is Harris, who gets a huge tackle. What a play by Harris. Harris gets off the block. Stops him from getting too much. And now they're going to throw their defense out there, but have some people that went out there last drive backups to, not make them as tired as Odell Beckham down the field. Beckham to the 18, and that's not what they needed. Huge quick throw back in the red zone, back where they were earlier. Odell Beckham Jr. makes the play to get them back where they want. So just like we're back on that one drive. And they're looking to retry it. Restart it. Jamal Adams isn't going to let him go back to the 1. Mike was looking to get him back to the 1-yard line to give them 3 more chances at a touchdown. He won't get it. Aaron Rodgers going to hand it off to 21 Damian Williams, who gets smacked by Amani. Amani has some hit power for a corner. He's a big corner, in my opinion. And this year, it seems like he's played more corner than Justin Coleman has. Last year he played outside. He's been phenomenal. Seems like he's played really good on that outside corner. Is Aaron Rodgers going to hand it off on 3rd down? Interesting enough. They won't get it. Williams will pick up 4. And they're going to go for it on 4th down. So here we go. Aaron Rodgers looking to keep them in this game to get a touchdown. They can't. They could get a field goal, but it ain't going to help that much. It is dropped. Huge hit by Amani. Amani makes the play to have Odell Beckham Jr. drop it. And they are in a good position now. And now Detroit is looking to run this football to victory. Gary's got the first. He might be a yard shy. Inches shy. Not even a yard, inches shy. Real second in inches. Daniel Manning gonna give it to Gary, who will go right up the gut. And I'll pick up a yard, enough to pick up the 1st down. And he's gonna get 100 carries or 20 carries on the day. He's played phenomenally. He deserves 20 carries. That's what he's gonna get. As Gary down the field gonna pick up another 1st down. 124 yards. He has a receiving touchdown as well. He's playing phenomenal. Nobody can stop him. He's playing and he's just running it down the field. Another 1st down there. He's gonna give him another carry here. Gary picks up another 1st down. Gary. I'm gonna have to change his name to Gary. Gray ain't cutting it. Gary with a huge play. Mark Sullivan will come into the game. He'll get a handoff. Sullivan is going to be stopped after a yard gain. 2nd and 9. I think Sullivan's a really hard runner. I'm not going to say anything against him. I think Gary and him are really good players. It's just the fact that I think Gary, you know, Marcel reminds me of Marlon Mack, Alvin Kamara a little much. You know, and I want to use him like that, obviously. And I mean, nobody else really reminds me of that. So, gonna give it to Sullivan, who loses it. Picked up by the Packers at the 41. Marcel Darius falls on it, and not the play we were looking for. And that's what Sullivan doesn't really get to play much. He's very careless with the football, and he's looking for a big play. And he reminds me of Alvin Kamara for that reason too. And it's swatted out by Kendall, or just like Coleman actually, not Kendall Fuller. And it was damn near picked as well. Yes, here we go. Aaron Rodgers gonna pass it. Aaron Rodgers gonna throw it to the outside. Oh wait, we'll pick up the first down. 3rd and inches. They're not even gonna give him the first down. They're gonna call him inches shy of the first down. And Aaron Rodgers, they're gonna set a blitz at it. And it'll get through. It'll stop Damian Williams 2 yards behind. A 3rd and 3. They sent the house. The house got through. And it'll be 4th and 2. So here you go, 4th and 2. They're going. Oh, it's gonna be a pitch right up the middle. They're gonna go play action. They're gonna get it. What a hit though. Who was that? Justin Coleman, I do believe. No, it was Kendall Fuller, I do believe. As Reed was his 3rd catch. Huge catch right there. I won't play action. Aaron Rodgers gets the blocking he needs to make a throw. Aaron Rodgers is gonna get one. Oh no, Beckham makes a huge play. Tavai was all over him. A great play by Odell Beckham, who damn near has 100 receiving yards on the day. Aaron Rodgers for the 3rd time in the red zone. For the 3rd time today. Aaron Rodgers looking. Nobody. Trey Flowers gets him. And you see how he's kind of backing up thinking he had something. Nobody gets open. And he's going to lose him on that one. 2nd and 12 looking. Gonna look to throw. He loses it. It's picked up by J.J. Watt. What a play. J.J. Watt picks up a fumble, and that might just end the game. Aaron Rodgers got strip sacked, and they're gonna run it. Gary gonna run it, gonna pick up 5, 2nd and 5. And you see that scene. Short is one of effing charge. Kinda pisses me off. As we go back to the game, 2nd and 5. Daniel Manning gonna hand it off to Gary, who got stripped, and they pick it up, and they might go. Hawkinson can't get him. He's gonna score. Touchdown number 94. A D lineman gets in the end zone. 6'7" of them. In this one to win it. They need this onside kick to go their way, and they're in it. Gary fumbles it. Sullivan fumbles it. They need this, otherwise they're gonna need another strip. And they're not gonna get this one. McGowan's gonna get it. They'll go down at the 44. 28-14. McGowan makes a play, and now they're going to keep Gary in the game after the fumble. Let him run it, and he'll pick up nothing on the play. And that'll take to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go in this game. 2nd and 9. Green Bay has 2 timeouts, though. One thing you've got to remember, those 2 timeouts. Daniel Manning going to make a quick throw to Marquise Brown, who will pick up the first down. I mean, he ran an RPO, you know, and you expect to run it on the RPO. And the coach says, unless you see that guy not come up, you're running it. And he's happy with that call. You know, he's always, if he pulls it at all, he's gonna be very iffy about the right decision. Even if it looks like the right decision, it was. And it'll pay off. 2nd and 6. And 4-yard gain right there. There's Daniel Manning. Gonna run it with Gary right up the gut. Gary gonna get as many yards as he can. Down 16. And he'll pick up in 1st down. See, they're not going a lot of linebackers here. Interesting enough, they're gonna pull to get the linebacker who will still make the play. 6 yards all the way off the ball, and he'll pick up another 1st down. So here's the linebackers, a little bit more scrunched up in the box. Blocker who will make a play and help Gary get the 1st down. 174 yards on the day. This man has played phenomenal. As they'll put Sullivan in. Gary seemed to be tired. They'll give it to Sullivan, who will run it in. Touchdown, Detroit. 34-14. And they're gonna make the 2-point conversion to make it 35-14. The kick is up and good. And and it's a loose. It's picked up by Carlos Franks. Touchdown off of special teams. Sorry. And that one's gonna stand. I do believe, what was it? Who returned this? Reed is gonna end up getting hit by not Donaldson. He's gonna end up being hit by who's 41? Randy Cousins comes in and makes the hit. Donaldson falls. DeQuan Dunn tries to pick it up. Carlos Franks, you see how the ball? Where's the ball? It's shuffling. It's pushed out. Franks catches it with his hand, picks it up, and he's going in. Touchdown. 41. Now 42. 14. 30-27. Dallas beat Indy. That sucks, but a phenomenal game for Detroit, nonetheless. 32 seconds left in this game after the performance that they had. Phenomenal as Jordan Evans down the field. Jordan Evans ain't gonna make it to make the play, and Reed will go down at the 20.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive.
Here we go. He's gonna catch it and go down at the 29. He's gonna go a little bit shorter, and he'll pick up another 1st down. But Aaron Rodgers, 256 yards. The game will be over. He didn't get 300 like he may have wanted to, but I think they all still play one hell of a performance on both sides of the ball.
So for Detroit, the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Surgeon at QB, carve up the defense. He's out right now in real life. But what a great win. We advanced to 3-1 on the season. Another fantastic win to keep our season how we want it. Is Trey Flowers getting up there in age? Flowers is 29, so an 88 is about to drop pretty far. And we might honestly let Arson Bryant or somebody start next year. Okay, it's Carlos Franks up to an N. And 70 overall. I think he's got some decent zone. No tackle or hit power. Hit power. As Darion Thomas, 1 year tackle. It's an upgrade point. And okay, next we have got an bye week. What are we gonna go for our bye week? We've been playing good on our bye week. We're gonna rest and relax after a great game last week. It's too good of a game not to do what we did. By the way, if you guys didn't know, Artie Poyer should have gotten his thing, and he is an superstar. And he got plus 1 speed there. He's got 90 speed now as well. I don't think we've got a lot of money to re-sign, but we'll try. Justin Coleman is going to have to walk. He hasn't really done anything. Amani's getting re-signed. A lot of people. Glenn Keith is a guy that I kind of want to re-sign, but I might just let go. Austin Brown, I'm thinking about it. I'd love to keep TJ Hawkinson on the team. He's playing really well right now. I'm down to pay him for 4 years. And he doesn't want to sign. Financially, he doesn't want to go be on the team for that long or something. We'll advance to week 6, where we will go to upgrade some more players. Jeffrey Witt, who could be starting next year. I see a lot of DJ Watt. I don't know why. And he'll look to get a little bit of playing time. I don't really want to scout right at this moment. Graham Glasgow, I'm gonna let him go. Coleman go. Thuney go. I'd love to sign TJ Hawkinson. He seems like he didn't like something about his salary. Bumped it all up, and he re-signed. Okay, now Amani's the only guy that we're looking to re-sign. Everybody else would be add-ons. Oh yeah, I believe this is Fletcher Cox. Yep. To be briefly running down, and we're not going to spend too much on a player. I don't think a one player could change the entire game. Make 1 plus touch with any team member of your team, and we get 1 rushing touchdown. It just shows that we beat them. I say we neutralize them. They're 0-5 though, which is very interesting. Green Bay's 1-4. 2 of those losses are from us though. All tied up in overtime. What are we looking like in the NFL? We are 6th. The Buccaneers and Texans are the only undefeated teams. Rams and us are 3-1. Who did we lose to? We lost week 2 to the Packers, 24-48. So no, their only W was from us. So it was good to be able to flip that score right over. Beat the Redskins in OT. Barely beat the Cowboys. And now we've got a lot of games ahead of us, 3 wins, 2 close dubs. This one ain't nothing going to be handed to us. And this one either. And, I kind of actually want to... I want Sullivan to get a little bit more carries. And Artie Poyer, for some reason, Gary... I'm going to change his name to Gary, by the way. He needs 230 more snaps. I want to change his name to Gary, mostly because I keep saying it. Darren Gary. There we go. But Gary has gotten didn't get any reps in the preseason, so Artie Poyer already got his, and you see Sullivan and him are kind of close. I'm gonna put Sullivan in as a third down back to get him more playing time. Get him on the field a little bit more often, and yes, I'm gonna start this game and then give him something to drink. I'm Dersh tired. I think we're using the Panthers playbook actually this game. So yeah. Actually, who we want to run? Who has like Baltimore? We're gonna run their playbook if we haven't remember. Alright, I'll be back.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll have scores around the league for you at the
So we are back, and we are facing the Philadelphia Eagles. They're 0-5. They're looking to get their first win of the game.
NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia.
They're struggling to charge. I don't know why. So here we go. Look at the ball first. Hopefully we can tackle something to drink.
Fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
And you know they're trying to turn their season around and get the first win because they can go undefeated from here on out. Colts were like 1-5, finished 10-6. They can finish 11-5. It wouldn't be easy in no means. Ertz loses it, picked up by Eddie Jackson at the 41. And already just like that, it is the Detroit football. There we go. Daniel Manning gonna toss it to Gary, who's gonna go absolutely nowhere. I lost him a yard. So it's like gain of a yard. And after all that, I'll only get a yard. And it'll bring it to 2nd and 9. Daniel Manning takes a snap. Daniel Manning finds Leon Jacobs. And receiver converted to tight end, who will get it to a 3rd and 5. Daniel Manning looking, gonna run. Daniel Manning sliding 8 yards. And this playbook is made for Lamar Jackson to have holes in the play. Well, you know, it's not the right play we're running it with. You know, usually you wouldn't think to run this play with a guy like Daniel Manning, a guy with no speed. But he's running it perfectly fine, in my opinion. It's scary, gotta go nowhere, get to 0. Gary's gonna be washed all day. They're gonna build their play type around trying to stop him, as Sullivan will pick up 2. And another man that they built their play around stopping him, not letting him get anything deep. And that is Marquise Brown, and will pick up the first down and more down to the 10. And you think it's a bad play, you're right, he's a little short. He throw it upfield a little bit, push him upfield, as well as make a really good play with him getting wide open and make him reading the option really well. As they're gonna run a screen to Sullivan, who's up the field, and he'll gain a couple yards in that, get it down to the 6-yard line. It's Daniel Manning gonna pull a lineman. Gary's gonna get 2 yards off of it. 3rd and goal. You know, getting 2 yards isn't a crap ton, so You want to get some yardage here. Daniel Manning looking, throwing to Sullivan, who makes the play. Sullivan scores the touchdown. Huge play. His first receiving touchdown. Fourth receiving touchdown on the year. His first in this game. 7-2 nothing. He's never got a touchdown before this game. Now we're in this game, he needs one more to get back on that average, but 7-2 nothing is a good game. It's a huge hit on number 34 by Michael Gold. And it is Carson Wentz will look to play a little bit better, not fumbling on the very first play. Eddie Jackson was looking to make him though. Zach Ertz will hang on. He has 2 catches for 24 yards, but also a fumble, so he has 4 points, a little bit more than that. He has 2.4 points on the game, so he's playing good. It's just that fumble really screwed him over, and that'll be a gain of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 8. Carson Wentz gonna hand it off a little late. Eli Harold's there. Can't wrap up on money. Shoves Aaron Jones out of bounds. Huge play by Aaron Jones. Getting off that tackle and picking up yardage. As Carson Wentz gonna come out throwing. Eddie Jackson can't knock him down. Tavai takes him down, but by the face mask. And Philadelphia's moving. They want to send a little bit of pressure. It's not working. Carson Wentz is really adapting to it. They send some pressure, and Aaron Jones got through. They send some pressure there. He found a wide open receiver. Makes a move, gets upfield. Huge play for them right there. And that's Tavai who forces it. Huge play by Tavai. Picked up, however, by Zach Ertz, who will lose a yard. And what a hit by Jelani Tavai. Huge hit. As Carson Wentz gonna look to throw. Wentz looking, gonna throw it out of bounds. 3rd down. Yeah, there's really nothing worth throwing to, nothing worth looking at. And Carson Wentz will look to convert on the 3rd and 11. Wentz looking, gonna go underneath to Alshon Jeffrey, and that's what they wanted. They wanted to make a quick throw like that. A gain of 3, that's what they wanted. They were looking for him to look for something a little short, like a gain of 3, and attempt a field goal. And it works out for them, you know. You're looking to make a play, but they send a lot of pressure on 3rd down. You know, get to him on a 3rd and long. He does. He has to make a throw. He does throw it a little bit short, and usually that's what you look for. That's what the coach tells you. Listen, if they send some heat, look at your check down. Look for your check down, and to huge plays. Minnesota's 3-2. They're right behind this Detroit Lions team. So Detroit Lions are hoping that New England can get it done. As it's going to go to Sullivan, who gets the 1st down and more. Mark Sullivan, a pickup of 12 on that play. 1st down. See how they're utilizing both of them today. Gary, and now Gary. Huge juke, but it's going to go nowhere. They're going to give him 4. Surprisingly, I didn't think it was 4. There'll be 6 yards to go. There's Daniel Manning going to give it to Sullivan, who got a block from the center. The center makes a huge block on the linebacker. The linebacker has to cut outside. You see how he blocked him inside, made him go outside. Sullivan's got the speed to get around. After that doesn't even matter, as the guard gets up the field to make a play. Sullivan down the sideline to the 38. 41 yards for Mark Sullivan.
It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. So from Philadelphia territory now.
Daniel Manning with a snap. Fake. Manning looking for a man open. And he had a man open, just couldn't get it to him. He gets sacked.
Football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up.
And he wanted a quick throw again. Sacked Olivia Vernon. Olivier Vernon gets there to get in sack on him. 3rd and 21. Looking, gonna go to Artie Poyer. And it's just a terrible throw. It's picked. Oh, and he's gone. He makes some moves and he's gone. Touchdown. Terrible, terrible tackling. That's what defensive players love when they pick it off. You know, defensive players are always dreaming of getting a pick six. It's their dream to score a touchdown, obviously, because they don't really do it that often. And like Peyton Manning had what 500 and some of them in his career.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26.
If I had pressed over 2 there, it'd have been 30, but I was drinking, so yeah. You know, they're really working on getting those spin moves. You can tell he did. And often doesn't really work on tackling. They don't expect to, you know, throw picks and stuff, but that one's a costly one. Sullivan run around the gut. Pickup of 7, and it'll be 2nd and 3. As Manning gonna go with a fake. Manning looking, he had him again. As soon as he gets open though, Fletcher Cox gets there. 3rd and 10, and Daniel Manning now losing down in this game, and as well as they are looking for the lead, looking to obtain it back. He's gonna go to Poyer, who goes up for it, drops it, that's motherfucking second. Incomplete. Unbelievable.
They were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Barrett is gonna kick this one out of bounds at the 27. Didn't want to return. Could have had a little bit of a better kick, not gonna lie, but you know, it was close to the sidelines what we were looking for. As this will be Carson Wentz, who wants to go deep. He's gonna go with a check down there to 19, who will pick up 2 and move the ball forward. You know, you hate 2 yards, but it's moving the ball forward. It's getting stuff done. And see, Tavai's pretty pissed right there. Zaire Franklin cost that play. You know, he's on him. So Tavai goes for the other guy, and he goes off of him to gobble guard him for whatever reason. And, you know, it's a costly play, as that is Keith can't wrap up. But it works out for him. Kendall Fuller gets him 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage. I don't know if it was still charging or not. As here we go. 2nd and 13. They're going to have to stop Aaron Jones. He's going to get the ball. Aaron Jones is gone. And now he's going to be caught. But a first down, dude. We gotta fucking make plays, dude. It's so annoying how we just gave up in the second quarter, you know? We're just letting them do what they want to us, as we gotta make plays. Carson Wentz is gonna go play action. He's gonna get a quick throw, but a huge hit. But I don't know who that was, but nothing will go unnoticed. I want to see who's making these really good plays. It has to be Kendall Fuller. Kendall Fuller, man, this came up to be a big player. You know, he plays a slot. Really good player though. Carson Wentz, 2nd and 10. Looking, he's gonna get that one. Amani's there. I believe that's Keith is there. And actually, that might have been Gold actually. Nonetheless, we had too many people there to not make a play. Here we go. Wentz looking for something. Tavai should have made a play, but it's fumbled. Michael Gold going to the outside, looking to make a play. Caught by Zach Ertz. Michael Gold returns it from the outside. What a great play by Jamal Adams to make that one possible. As they're gonna go with the fake. You're gonna try to go to the outside to him. He's hit double, low and high, and will not catch that one. Daniel Manning. Gonna go to Sullivan, who makes the grab. And he'll pick up the first down.
12 yards there and a first down.
No. Daniel Manning is gonna give this one to Gary. Gary to the outside. And he'll pick up 4 on the play. Pick up 3. There's Daniel Manning looking, gonna give it to Gary. And he'll pick up not much. 3rd down. Daniel Manning looking for something not that deep. Something to get it. He's trying to buy himself some time, get something. Fletcher Cox is there. Sacks him. And you know, they're going to have to punt this one again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line flat out cannot handle
Barrett
it's been demonstrated time and time again.
needs a good bounce. He's not going to get it. Oh, damn. Down at the 20. 2 minutes and 16 seconds. A good bounce. I mean, that thing takes a hard left, and it didn't. Unfortunately, yes. They're going to run this one. And it's just like the Red Sea just departs for this young man. Aaron Jones is another motherfucking first down. And they get across the 32 and will hit the 2 minute warning. 3 timeouts for Philly that they've got to use. And you know, I wouldn't doubt it they ran it. I wouldn't be scared to run with Aaron Jones. You've got the time and how he's running. 1 first down ain't gonna, or getting the yards that he's been getting ain't gonna hurt anybody. As they'll throw that one to Washington, who will make the grab and get it to a 2nd and 2. They're gonna look to make a play. Ertz will make the grab. I don't think he got the first, and they're not gonna give it to him. Smart. I didn't think he got it. And this will be 3rd and inches. They're not going to hand it off, though. They're going to go to him, and he drops it. Tavai got hit with it. 4th and inches. And those type of mistakes people can capitalize on. And that's what they're looking to do. Baylor is down to field it. Baylor going to go nowhere on the... Down to 10, 1:22 to go 90 yards. 90 yards, or damn near that, because we can't kick field goals, right? So we gotta make plays. Daniel Manning looking. Gonna go to Marquise Brown, who gets it, and gets out of bounds. 21-yard gain for Daniel Manning, who I do believe already threw a pick in this game. Yeah, he did. Can't be surprised, though. It's like a daily thing, right? It's Daniel Manning. Gonna go to Hawkinson, who's open. Nope. Sacked. Timeout for Detroit. Gonna look to make a call, a decision. Something that is, you know, gonna help them out in this game. Because they needed some help. As the blitz coming in. That's Marquise Brown, who's gonna get a flag. And he got pulled down by the Eagles. I don't know who that was, Ronald Darby, or he might be gone. We'll get a first down. It won't be a first down, but due to it being pass interference, we'll get a first down. So it'll help us on our road down the field. As we get the snap, we're looking. Daniel Manning taking a shot for Julius Baylor, who makes that grab down to the 9. And they're going to hurry up and get down there. First down. Gonna give it to Sullivan. Sullivan has room down to the 3. Daniel Manning gonna go back to Sullivan, who is down at the 2. 3rd and goal. It's a good play as they're gonna go 3rd and goal at the 2. They're gonna give it to Sullivan, who's gonna dive in over and get the touchdown. 2 tutties for Sullivan on the day. And that big throw to Julius Baylor, he had a step, he makes the grab and gets it down to the 10 and grabs the lead for Detroit. The Detroit Lions have the lead, and I do believe we do receive it at halftime. as Minnesota ties it with 51 seconds to go. 19 seconds down to the 25. We'll see what Philadelphia looks to do. As you see that they're gonna run, contain the sidelines. Whatever he's throwing, it's going up the middle. And he's gonna run it. Tavai's gonna get him in the backfield. Aaron Jones a loss of 3. Huge play by Jelani Tavai. Second tackle for loss of this game, and they'll take it at halftime. A 4-1 team, or a 3-1 team, can make a play. Julius Baylor, 55 yards on 1 reception. Huge play. Daniel Manning has an arm. He freaking aired it out. 55 yards. It was damn near all air. 55 yards, and only thing would have been better if he could have capped it off and the touchdown. Daniel Manning takes the snap. Daniel Manning looking. Marquise Brown got him, and they're gonna wave. He didn't get it. Definitely, I think he got it. They're gonna give it to him. First down. They've only allowed 92 passing yards on the day. That's pretty good. It's not that much, really, if you think about it. Is Daniel Manning gonna give this one to Gary, who has had no blocks today? 7 rushes, 12 yards. He's been running into what feels like a brick wall all day. And they're gonna hand it off to Sullivan, who will pick up a couple. 3rd and 5. Daniel Manning gonna take the snap. Daniel Manning looking for Brown, who I think has it. And again, the sideline saying he doesn't, but he definitely does. I think he got the feet in, and he'll pick up a first down. Just gonna give it to Daquan Dunn. He'll pick up 5. And, it looks like they're running read options with this man. I don't know if they actually are or not. Wouldn't be their greatest choice, but I mean, it might be working. Who knows? They may not get handed off to the quarterback at any time. So we get a couple, and he will go down 3rd and 4. Daniel Manning looking, gonna go. That is Sullivan, who's in. 30-yard touchdown for Mark Sullivan. 20 points, and their first drive they cap it with a touchdown. 21-10. Philadelphia has allowed 3 touchdowns, 2 receiving for Mark Sullivan, and now a rushing, or 1 rushing, 1 receiving, and then another receiving, making it 2 receiving now on the day. 3 tutties in 1 game. That's 18 fantasy points alone. I gotta add up all his receptions and yards. As Evans flies through, and they have their own Solomon. I think it's Isaac Solomon on their team now. We have Mark Solomon. They might be brothers. I don't know. As Carson Wentz is going to go play action. Wentz is gonna squeeze one into Washington. Huge play. And I think a lot of people thought that was incomplete. It was caught. That's what you got to think. That's a good play. And they're going to run everybody. They get there. Huge hit by Eddie Jackson. I think it was actually Kendall Fuller that made the play. Another huge hit by him to force one. Incomplete. There's Zaire Franklin and Tavai will be the linebackers in this play. Carson Wentz going to run a counter. He's gonna hurdle Kendall Fuller, but get taken down by Eli Harold after it. 3rd and 8. Zaire Franklin. They're gonna run. He's gonna look to make a play. They're gonna go short off the hands of Kendall Fuller. 4th and 8. 4th and 8. And they'll punt that one away. As Watson, or whoever the hell they had punting that, will punt it outside of the back of the end zone, and they'll start this drive from the 20. And they've got some to go. They've got a while to go. They're gonna get this one to Gary, and you know, he's coming. You would think that he'd pull that. You know, I think that's the right call on if that is a read option. I think you pull it, but you know, I mean, it's whatever. So they're gonna give this one to Gary as well, who will be swallowed by Fletcher Cox, who sucks him in, makes a play, brings it to third down. It's Daniel Manning, 3rd and 3. They're gonna run a draw play with him. He's got the blocks. He's not gonna slide. Interesting enough, and Daniel Manning picks up a first down. And you know, that's one way you could use him to your advantage. A guy that wouldn't expect them to run a draw play like that, they do, and it works. As they're gonna go to T.J. Hawkinson, who's open. Oh, just got a contract extension for 5 years. He picks up a first down and shows why he deserved that contract extension. 1st and 10. Here we go, Daniel Manning. Gonna give it to Gary. Gary up the field. Gary is gone. 36 yards to the house. Touchdown, Darren Gary. Sullivan got his 4th touchdown in this game, and now he's got 6. Gary has 4 now on the year. He has a rushing touchdown on the day. Second rushing touchdown on the year, I do believe. He's gonna take this one back and Darren doesn't get touched. He's down. I don't know if he's down by contact or what. But you got to think. I mean, like last week, Sullivan didn't really get the ball that much the last time they played. And coming out of the bye week, they wouldn't use him a lot more. They have. He's played really well, and so has Gary. I think it was the right call, moving whatever they did to get them to split reps, not have one guy getting all the reps and getting tired. That's what they wanted to do ever since they drafted him, and it's starting to work now. It took a minute in the season. I think they're doing it now, and you can sell 28-10. That decision is making a difference. Whether you want to believe me or you want to accept it or not, it is. As takes the snap, looking deep, Jackson misses it, and he's gone. 64 yards for the touchdown. Arca something gets his first TD on the year, maybe of his career. I don't know though. And as you know, Eddie Jackson played a little too far inside, couldn't get there in time, and he's gone. You know, you're playing 2 safeties high. You know you got nobody. It's nobody allowed deep. He allowed somebody deep, and that one's gonna be on him. Is Ty Johnson again will be able to return this one, and they've got a 9-point lead, and they look to extend it on this drive. They're gonna this one to Gary as well. Gary, first down and more to the 37, 68 yards on a touchdown, and now after all those hard runs, he wasn't getting much. Now he's getting stuff for the carries. As they're gonna give this one to Gary, will pick up nothing on the play. They'll give him a yard on it, and this will be 2nd down. Sullivan in the game. Looking to make a quick throw. That is Julius Baylor, who gets open, gets down the field. 1st down and more to the 47. Crosses the 50. 3 rushes, 90 yards. Or 3 receptions, 90 yards on the game. And they're going to give this one to Daquan Dunn, who doesn't go anywhere. And that'll start the 4th quarter. And it is a lead. Daniel Manning gonna give it to Sullivan, who finds room. Sullivan somehow, someway is gonna get that one 3rd and inches. I don't know how. Daniel Manning gonna take the snap. No blocking. Sullivan will still pick it up though. No. And Daniel Manning's going to try to take it. A bad play call. He'll be tackled, though, by David Bakhtiari, I think it was. I don't even know. And you know, it wasn't the greatest play call that they've had. I mean, they thought they could keep guess with Daniel Manning. He got cracked. Not what you want to see from your quarterback getting cracked. And that'll be Carson Wentz. Sacked. J.J. Watt gets there. Huge sack defensively, and they needed that one. And that sack's going to go for 7. J.J. Watt in on it as well. You'll have to see your playmakers making plays. Kendall Fuller ain't going to make it. Eddie Jackson. No, Jamal Adams. Adams comes across the field to make that one. So you got Pavai, the only man in the middle. And they're going to try to run it towards him. It's Eddie Jackson on the play. Jamal Adams as well. The 2 lockdown safeties. You know, they're playing on both sides of the field. You know, they're trying to stop him on both sides. Right there, when you have both of them on one guy, he's just not going to catch it. So here we go. That is going right to Keith, who drops it, but he'll make the play. 4th down. The ball gets turned over, and it's going to be Detroit Lion football. And they're going to give this one to Gary, who will pick up a couple. Gain of 4, 73 yards and a tutty for him on the day. 2nd and 6. They're going to hand this one off to Sullivan, who will pick up 2, who has 70 yards as well. So both of them have 70 yards and arguably the same carries, in my opinion. It's 3rd down. Daniel Manning looking, gonna go to Artie Poyer, who I do believe has it. 1st down and move the chains to continue thus drive. Daniel Manning gonna go. Shotgun, gonna give it to Gary, who gets outside, makes the juke inside. It gets a huge run down to the 9, 90 yards for Gary. And a tutty. 1st and goal. And they're gonna run it right at the gut. Sullivan down to the 4. Daniel Manning, quick throw to Sullivan, who gets his 4th tutty of the season. Touchdown. 3rd receiving touchdown. He has a rushing touchdown as well. 4 TDs total, and they extend it 35-17. 3 passing TDs, tutties, touchdowns for Daniel Manning. He's been pretty solid passing wise. Yeah, I think he has 1 pick, maybe 2. I don't think he has 2. I think he has 1. Defensively, 17 points. You know, sometimes you don't play great defensively, but the goal is to not let this high-powered offense, I'd say, of Philadelphia, score as much as your high-powered offense. And, you know, sometimes it's your game. Obviously, the offense, I think this game excelled. They really helped to win. I think sometimes, though, when you win 10-7, the defense changes that game around. That one's going to go across the field. Eddie Jackson lights his ass up. And he's going to wave him off. I don't know why. He has 6 receptions, 122 yards, and a touchdown. He's playing phenomenal as well. As Carson Wentz is going to throw it. He'll pick up 2. Zach Ertz will pick up 2. And this one will be 2nd and 8. Carson Wentz. Just gonna hand this one off to, and it'll be a fucking face mask by Justin Coleman, who really just has not excelled this year at all. And he's continued having a below average season. This one we're not gonna resign him. He's just not had a good enough season to be resigned. Looking for something. Amani gets trucked. Everybody can't tackle him, and Aaron Jones will get a 1st down, damn near a touchdown. And you know, if they score, it's not too late to come back. It is a 3-possession game. That's what they've got. That's what they've got. So they get the ball. They're just going to run it and try to shoot the clock. They use the clock to their advantage. As this one's to Vice, trying to make a play. And he gets his second touchdown on the day. Cromartie. Whatever the fuck they just said. He gets a touchdown, and this kick is good. 24-35. An 11-point game in Detroit. Once is looking to have one of those 4-minute drives. As we're not ready for the onside kick. They'll get it anyway. Evans will fall on it. Down at the 48, damn near midfield. Hey, fuck up. It's a great game for Daniel Manning all the day as he'll look to finish it out. Well, it's more like his running backs looking to finish it out who have had a phenomenal day. They're going to stop Gary for the first time on the day, and Marquise Brown got slung after the play. They're not going to get a penalty like I thought they should, but unless it is 2nd and 10, they're going to hand this one off to Gary, who's going to end it up the gut. Too much room to run down to the 32. Puts him over 100 on the day. And Gary might have just ended this game. He chooses the clock. They're going to call their timeout sooner or later. When the clock gets chewed down far enough. Gary picks up another first down. Huge juke. Making room. 122 yards. Last week he had 175. A shoulder strain. He's out for the game. Not too big of an issue, I don't think. This game's practically over, so we're just going to have to put somebody out there to block. Gary makes a broken tackle. Tries to make a move in the open space. He'll pick up 3 on the play, though. Let's say a little bit more. 2nd and 6. That was Daniel Manning. Mark Sullivan will check into the game. Won't matter. 2-minute warning will hit, and they'll look to make a play and stop them from getting the next 14 yards as they're going to hand this one off to Gary, who is going to dive for it, and they're going to call him a yard shy, 3rd and 1. And you kick a field goal, you're still in a really good position. Making a 14-point game. Obviously, they don't want to kick a field goal. They want to get a first down. And look to end it. Gary gets a first down at the 4. And they'll call another timeout. They're down to 1. Philadelphia can stop thy clock one last time. As Daniel Manning is going to give it to Daquan Dunn, who has nowhere to go. The fullback has gotten 3 carries on the day, more than he's gotten all year. And you know, they've really looked at a whole new game plan to get him in the game. And they're gonna give it to Daniel Manning, who is gonna be a yard shy of the touchdown. 3rd and goal at the 1. Down at the 1, looking to make it a 3-possession game to hopefully would be the ender. Gary gets a huge block and it scores. Touchdown. And you cannot, Gary didn't do much on that. I'm giving that one to Daquan Dunn. He should get 6 fantasy points for that block. He ends the game 42-24. Another. That's the score of the Packers game that they lost. And they're starting to turn around these scores of these bad games that they've had. Darren Gary, 3rd rushing touchdown on the season, 42-24. Huge game for all these guys, as it'll be 1st and 10. Looking deep, it is Jamal Adams is gonna get a huge hit. Not gonna force it out, unfortunately. and he'll make the play, and then they'll probably tell him, you know, listen, I know we're winning, but nothing like that. And I think they did. Jamal Adams forces down and lose. And, you know, they're saying, listen, I know the game's over, and, you know, we're just, you know, trying to get into this game, but you still got to make those plays, you know. Like, it's over, but at the same time, you don't want it to be that close. That's Coleman, and it'll be Jamal Adams to force it out. Justin Coleman has been struggling, dude, all year. He's just not been able to make plays. And 3rd and 10, Carson Wentz looking, it's picked by Jelani Tavai, who's got some blocks. Oh, I thought I was going to return it. Gets an INT this game, and that will be the game. Darren Gary will get a couple carries, and this game will be over. Gary gonna take it. A couple yards. 23 rushes, 140 yards, 2 tutties. Gary was the workhorse. Sullivan got a lot of carries as well. And, you know, that's just the issue, that they split it up so evenly that the run game was way too much today. As Gary's last handoff will go for a decent gain. And he'll end the game with 150 yards. Back-to-back really good games. And if you did not pick this man up for fantasy, I don't know what you were doing. Even Daniel Manning, he threw a pick. He had three tutties, though, 237 yards. He played really good, I think, as a quarterback. Sullivan and Gary killed it. No fumbles. Daniel Manning had a fumble. 4 rushes, 17 yards. Crazy game for him as well. And Daquan Dunn had a couple of receptions. JJ 132 yards. Baylor, though. Julius Baylor was the workhorse. 56 yards for Mark Sullivan. 53 for Brown. Without 3 sacks. But we had 2, maybe? No, we had 1. 1 sack. 2 picks? No, we had 1 pick. Jamal Adams forced 2 fumbles. Tavai forced a fumble. We recovered 2 of them. Took 1 for 20, and yeah, we had a good game. As we did give them a defensive touchdown, we can't do that. This one will be Darren Gary. That's great to see both running backs staying at overall. So he'll get up to in 77, and he got a speed boost up to 93 speed. And Mark Sullivan will go up to a 77 overall. That's LeBron James' face, dude. I can't. Actually can't. I don't know what he got. He's got 91 speed. For the amount of carries they got in the game, you would think that that's gonna be Julius Baylor. He's gonna be frustrated because he's knocking the ball. And I hate this mechanic. I think if he has 90 yards, he shouldn't be complaining, really. I mean, he's catching passes. He had 90 yards, and I mean, yeah, it's a good game. You can't really complain about that. I mean, they're gonna give it to Sullivan for having 4 TDs, 56 receiving yards, 6 receptions, 78 rushing yards. He played spectacular, and, you know, it was a great game. And they have more players needed upgraded. Robert Tunyon, up to an 68 overall. Another man that will not be re-signing with the +5 deep route running is incredible, though. From a 55 to a 60, that's crazy. 5 people weren't re-signed. Thuney, we're gonna have to let you go. Justin Coleman, we're gonna let you go now, actually. And Amani, I want to re-sign you for 4 years, 1.82. Not too bad. He's not gonna re-sign. He wants something bigger. 75 overall. He's incredible for what overall he is. And you know, I don't know if this is gonna let up a lot of money. I just don't. I think Will Harris, we have a better chance of giving him some playing time and letting Justin Coleman go. So the Bengals can afford him. Tyrod Taylor's not something we're looking for. Yeah, we're looking for a backup quarterback for him. You know, something for next year. Obviously, nobody has a really good backup quarterback that that'll produce on our team. We just need somebody to back up Daniel Manning in case he gets injured. I mean, and I kind of want to wait for the offseason, but I mean, if we can get it down now, the more the merrier, right? As the Colts should have a decent backup quarterback. Now they have Teddy Bridgewater starting, which would be a nice quarterback backup, actually. They had Atlanta Falcons, Oliver Lynch, Matt Ryan starting. The Niners cannot afford him, so it doesn't matter. The Giants can. They got Von John starting. The Ravens can't afford him. They've probably got Lamar Jackson, yeah. Yeah, they got a lot of really old backup quarterbacks starting. He's such an ugly human being, though. Redskins have Dwayne Haskins starting with Bradley Carroll backing him up. Haskins up to an 82. It's pretty sweet for him. The Vikings would be able to make this deal if we had it. Preston Trammell. And a guy that we're not really interested in. Anybody have a really good backup quarterback? Tyrod Taylor in his prime, maybe, yeah. Tyree Jackson, honestly, I love this dude. He's got speed, he can throw the football, he's a really good player. I really want him. But I'm thinking him and a 3rd round pick for Justin Coleman, a really corner that they want a little bit more for. So we can go ahead and Donnell Burns is still on the team. Not anymore. Oh, they don't even want him. We're just trade Wayne Gallman just because he shouldn't even be getting on the field. He should have been suspended. I don't care if he can get what we wanted for him, and as well as sometimes we just want to make a couple trades. I don't want Anthony McGee on the team. He hasn't done shit for the team, so I guarantee there's somebody on here that really wants him. The Falcons want him, but they are already in debt. The Jaguars want him. They got Gardner Minshew actually still on the team. It's not a terrible choice, but I think we'll go a different route, and we'll just take a 2nd round pick for him, maybe. We picked him late. Ooh, 2nd round almost went through. How bad do we want the 2nd round pick? Pretty bad, actually. Let's go ahead and give them, maybe a 7th for it? No, they want a 6th. But not of this year, but a next year's 6th. They're not going to accept that. Damn, I don't want to give him a 6th for it. I don't really have an option, do we? We'll give it to him. Get a 2nd round pick. And now we have some money to spend. So we can actually do some stuff now. We needed the money. I was going to stick it out just because we needed a guy. And, it just ended up, we were going to do it because, Patrick Corbin King should have never been removed from the team. We're going to add him back to the team. And we need to add a quarterback. I don't really like Daniel Jones too much. But I do like him. Nick Fitzgerald is an interesting one. They both have 88 throw power. They're interestingly close. 79, 70. Yeah, he's just a better player. I don't really like Daniel Jones as a player, but if we're gonna make the smart decision, we should pick him up. He's a lot of money though as a backup quarterback. We don't really need a backup quarterback that bad. I like what we've got. Yeah, I think we go for a guy that is really just gonna be Anthony Russell. 82 throw power. Nick Fitzgerald's a little bit better on that. Max Branson is a rookie. I think we're going to go with Nick Fitzgerald. He's a little bit worse, but but he's going to be a little bit cheaper. We don't want a guy that's going to... We need to start right now. We just need another quarterback, so we have 3. And yeah, so we have the Jets this week. But I think that's where I'm going to end it. So thank you guys for watching. Here's enjoy talking as hard as possibly can. I think we played 2 games. We played pretty well. Tomorrow I think I can get 3 in. I don't know. See you guys next time. Take care, everybody.